Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dela Criss, and I am a life calling and career coach. And one of the things that I love about what I get to do is that I get to kind of just walk alongside my clients and just kind of look at the past and use that evidence to kind of figure out what you're called to do, what it is that you enjoy, what are your gifts, what's your skill set. And I tell my clients all the time, we can work on interviewing, we can work on your resume, but if you do not know what your gifts are and how to leverage those and market those, then you're kind of wasting your time, right? So these questions that I'm about to go through with you, they're the same questions that I go through with my clients, my one-on-one clients, and this is the good stuff. Like, resist the urge to skip over this stuff, right? This is important. So grab your pen, grab your pencil. I have a few notes here and let's just jump right in. Okay, so number one question is, what are the top 5 moments in your life? This may seem like a weird question at first, but when you really sit down and take your time to think about this, you'll find that memories and things in the past, they have a way of marking us. So if they're important to us, they find a place and they stick with us, right? So I'll give you an example. For me, one of those things was in high school, I got to speak at our graduation and I got to say a prayer for all my classmates, and that was amazing for me. And so now, looking at what I do with my life and what my calling is, it all makes sense. Why that, what seemed like kind of, I mean, not small, but just to me, it felt like a random memory. But to see that that's one of my top memories, it makes a lot of sense. So what are some of your top memories? Just sit down, jot them out. Don't try to force your mind to go anywhere. Just see what comes out. Number 2. What did you enjoy to do as a kid? This is a common question, right? Like, what did you enjoy to do as a kid? But listen, really, what did you enjoy to do as a kid before the world told you what you were supposed to do? It could be something as subtle as, oh, I used to sell bubble gum to my siblings. Write it down. Or I was always finding some old stuff and making and fixing it up. Or for me, I thought this one didn't apply to me, but I recall just sitting in my room, writing out stories or playing out different scenarios, or just kind of being in my own world, imagining things up. I didn't know that was the gift of just having vision. I didn't know that back then, but those are the things I kind of spent my time doing. So what did you do when you were a kid? The third question is, how do you spend your free time? If you have a Saturday off or you have the afternoon off, what do you do? What do you do? And for you, it might feel like it's natural, but for other people, they're not doing that, right? So maybe you cook a lot. Maybe you look up new recipes and you cook. Maybe you organize things. Maybe you like to try new restaurants. So for me, I like to listen to podcasts and I like to read. And for some people, that seems boring, but I am really having the time of my life when I get to do that, right? So what are some things that you do in your free time? Number 4, what are your biggest fears? This may feel like this question is irrelevant, right? But our fears, they reveal a lot about us. Our fears kind of reveal our values. Our values then reveal a lot about our calling and what it is that we're supposed to be doing. So this is so important. Think about, what do you fear? And it might not be something that you're like afraid of happening to you, but it's something that you're like, oh, I do not want that to happen. I do not want that to happen. So for example, for me, my fear is not being in control of my time and having to do a job that will take me away from my family and the things that I am passionate about. So think through, what are your fears? And number 5, the last question. What do people come to you for? Now, when people are saying, oh, I want to figure out my fashion, I want to figure out what I'm called to do, this is also another common question. But I really want you to think about it. A lot of times, if you're like me, you push to the side. You're like, I don't know what people come to me for. People don't come to me for anything. That's just not true. People are always asking for favors, okay? It just is what it is. People are always asking for favors. So what do people ask you for? Do they tell you, hey, what do you think about this situation? Me and so are not on good terms. What do you think? Are they asking you, girl, what looks best on me? Like this outfit or this outfit? Or are they asking you, what should I choose? A, B, or C? Just whatever it is. Or are they asking you, hey, can you come watch my kids? Or, hey, just think about, what are the favors? Or another way to think of this question is, when you're with your group of friends, what role do you naturally fall into, right? Are you the caregiver? Are you taking care of everybody? Are you the person that's like, okay, guys, I have the schedule for tomorrow. We're going to do A, B, C, and D. We're going to do it at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Is that you? You know what I mean? Are you more of the quiet one? Are you more the one making sure that everybody gets along? What role do you naturally fall into? Because that's going to be so important. And then like I said at the beginning of this, write down the answers to these questions, and you'll start to see a theme or a pattern. And that is the good stuff. Like I like to tell my clients, that's the juicy stuff. That's the good stuff. That's where we figure out, hey, this keeps coming up, or I see a common theme. That is where your calling is, guys. That is a thing that you do. That is a thing that aligns with you. Your gifts are aligned with, and a lot of times it's like, your gifts are so natural to you that a lot of times when you do them, you don't recognize you're doing them, if that makes sense. So exercises like this help to pull it out. It helps to have someone sitting with you to look at it and just look at it externally from an outward view, I guess you could say, and kind of help you figure that out. So if this is speaking to you, you're like, this is good stuff, I want more, I would love to connect with you and set up maybe a 30-minute discovery call, completely complimentary, where we just talk about if we are a good fit for each other, kind of what you're expecting to get out of this, where you are in your life calling journey, and figuring out kind of what it is that you're supposed to do with your life. I would love to talk through that with you. You can look in the comments below, or I'll put it in the description tag. I'll put it down there. You can click on it. We can set up a time to chat. Now, I'm fully transparent with everyone when it comes to working with me. I am not like most coaches where I'm trying to line everybody up and just get as many clients as I can and make as much money as I can. That's not the season I'm in life. I'm not interested in that. My number one priority right now are my kids and my family. So I say all that to say, a lot of times I will have a wait list, because I'm not, again, I cap my monthly clients. I cap it. And I do that to, one, stay true to what I'm called to do right now, and also because I want to honor you, and I want to make sure that you and I are spending quality time together and we're getting the results that we need, okay? And so if you are put on a wait list or anything like that, the best thing for you to do is just comment, subscribe, and I'll be coming with this type of information every week. And I'll have a newsletter, and you can just begin to, every time we sit together, just get your pen and paper out and just start writing it down, guys. Keep doing these exercises and you'll find that, oh my goodness, you'll start to reveal a lot about yourself. I'll be coming to you with part 2 next week, and so I cannot wait to see you guys soon. Love y'all. Bye.